The house stood alone, a solitary figure against the backdrop of an overcast sky. It was at the end of Sycamore Lane, a road that seemed to lead nowhere. Locals told stories, each more chilling than the last. Whispers of shadows and screams echoed through the night, carried by the wind. They said it was cursed, a place where no soul could find peace. No one dared to go near it, not even the bravest of hearts. The windows were boarded up, as if to keep something in or out. Paint peeled like dying skin, revealing the house's age and neglect. The yard was overgrown, a jungle of forgotten memories. A rusted swing set creaked in the wind, a haunting lullaby for the lost. It was a testament to a forgotten tragedy, a silent witness to sorrow. Some said a family was murdered there, their spirits forever trapped. Others claimed it was a portal, a gateway to another darker realm. A gateway to somewhere dark and unknown, where nightmares took form. Whatever the truth, Sycamore Lane held its breath, waiting for the next chapter in its eerie tale. It waited for someone brave enough, or perhaps foolish enough, to uncover its secrets. The full moon cast eerie shadows, illuminating the house in a ghostly glow. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying tales of the past. The gate creaked open as if inviting the curious to step inside. Footsteps echoed in the stillness, each step a question unanswered. A hand reached for the door, trembling with anticipation. Darkness awaited inside, a void of unknown horrors. A flickering light cast an unsettling glow, revealing glimpses of the past. Faded memories lingered on the walls, silent witnesses to the house's history. Dust and cobwebs covered everything, a testament to years of neglect. A shadow moved in the corner, a fleeting glimpse of something otherworldly. Eyes widened in terror, reflecting the fear that gripped the heart. The door slammed shut, plunging everything into darkness, sealing the fate of those inside. Nathan was no stranger to the paranormal. He had always been fascinated by the unknown, the eerie and the unexplained. He ran a successful YouTube channel where he shared his thrilling adventures with the world. Paranormal Pursuit was its name, a fitting title for his relentless quest for the truth. Millions of subscribers followed his investigations, eagerly awaiting each new episode. He traveled to haunted places, documenting his findings meticulously. He craved the truth, no matter how elusive it seemed. One day he came across stories about Sycamore Lane. This was his chance to uncover something truly extraordinary. This could be his biggest investigation yet, a defining moment in his career. He convinced his best friend Kyle to join him on this daring adventure. Kyle was skeptical but loyal. He knew the risks involved but trusted Nathan's instincts. They packed their gear meticulously. Cameras, EMF readers and flashlights were essential tools for their investigation. They were ready to face the unknown, prepared for whatever awaited them inside. They stood at the entrance of the house on Sycamore Lane, hearts pounding with anticipation. The air was thick with anticipation as they set up their equipment, every creak and groan of the house amplifying their tension. The EMF reader began to light up, signaling an unseen presence lurking in the shadows. Nathan whispered to Kyle, "Did you hear that?" His voice barely audible over the eerie silence. Shadows seemed to move in the corners of their vision, playing tricks on their minds. They steeled themselves for what was to come, knowing that turning back was not an option. With every step, the house seemed to come alive, its secrets whispering through the walls. They reached the basement door. The true test awaited them, a challenge that would push their courage to the limit. The front door creaked open, its hinges groaning under the weight of years of neglect. The sound echoed through the empty halls, a ghostly welcome to those who dared to enter. Dust swirled in the air, catching the light in a mesmerizing dance. Each particle seemed to tell a story of time long past, of memories forgotten and lives once lived. A musty smell hit them, thick and suffocating. It was the scent of abandonment, of a place left to decay and rot, like old death and decay. The air grew heavy, pressing down on their chests. It was as if the house itself was alive, breathing its ancient breath upon them. It was hard to breathe, each inhalation a struggle. The dust seemed to cling to their lungs, making every breath a laborious task. A sense of dread filled them. They stepped inside, hearts pounding. The walls seemed to close in around them, the darkness swallowing them whole. Their footsteps echoed in the silence, a haunting rhythm. Each step was a reminder of their intrusion, a violation of the house's long-held peace. There was a presence there. They could feel it, watching them, judging them. It was as if the house itself was aware of their every move. They moved to the hallway, shadows dancing on the walls. The flickering light from their torches cast eerie shapes, making the shadows seem alive. Each room was emptier than the last, a void of forgotten memories. The emptiness was overwhelming, a stark contrast to the life that once filled these spaces. But the energy was growing, a palpable tension in the air. It was as if the house was holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. Something was waiting for them. Deeper in the house, hidden in the shadows, an unseen force that drew them further into the abyss. Flickering lights cast eerie shadows, adding to the sense of unease. The lights seemed to have a life of their own, flickering in response to their presence. The floorboards creaked under their weight, each step a reminder of the house's age. The sound was a constant companion, a reminder of the fragility of their surroundings. A cold breeze swept through the hallway, chilling them to the bone. It was as if the house was breathing, exhaling its icy breath upon them. In the shadows, a figure lurked, its presence undeniable. It was a silent watcher, a guardian of the house's secrets. Their hearts pounded louder, echoing in the oppressive silence. The sound of their own fear was deafening, a constant reminder of the danger they faced. They ventured deeper, drawn by an unseen force. Each step took them further into the unknown, into the heart of the house's darkness. The sense of impending doom grew stronger with each step. It was a tangible force pressing down on them, urging them to turn back. Finally, they reached a door, the final barrier. What lay beyond was unknown. It was the culmination of their journey, the moment of truth. They found the basement door hidden. It was under the stairs, concealed from plain sight. A single flickering light bulb illuminated the steps, casting eerie shadows. The air grew colder as they descended, mist swirling around their feet. The steps creaked under their weight. The basement was unfinished, a relic of the past. Concrete floor and stone walls surrounded them, cold and unwelcoming. The smell of damp earth filled the air. Suddenly there was a thump. It echoed from the darkness. They froze, their hearts pounding in their chests. They listened intently, silence. Then another thump, louder this time. It was coming from behind a large metal door, ominous and foreboding. A heavy padlock held it shut, rusted and ancient. What was behind that door? Why was it locked? They needed to know. To be continued?